Top of the morning to you, back in Luang Namtha. A little bit chilly, 15 degrees this morning when we woke up. We're here to do a bit of backfilling. Welcome to BNF Asia. We have just arrived at the land. The guy who sold it to us said he was going to do some backfilling since we were last here, which he started to do. But there needs to be a little bit more on this patch that's our land here. Just needs to raise it a bit. So there's not much more left to do. Our little stream down there. There's wifey over there. She's doing a bit of surveying. She's hard at it. She's got plans. So this is the little trackway coming in off the main road. And he's done all the backfilling up the top end there. There's several plots. They're not ours. Ours starts at this little tree, more or less. I don't know whether you can see on camera, it slopes down a bit there, but he's got to go back in and fill that up. If you follow the line of the brick wall, you can see the backfill's right up to the wall and it needs to continue. So fair bit of backfilling for him to do, but he's got his levels, that'll be fine. So we've had our first crazy idea, which is because we're going to be here in April next year for a few days during the Lao New Year, Pimai. We're going to be up here for a few days, 5 days or whatever it is, I don't know. And then we're going to be here in our summer holidays when Kek and Namwan take the school break. That'll be June-ish, July. We'll come up and have our main holiday here. So we've decided that we're going to build a kind of double bay bungalow, 2 bays, 4 meters each, concrete post in the middle, probably 8 meters back, with a bathroom at the back end. In between the 2 front bays we'll have French windows, and then maybe just a stud wall down the middle, or a breeze block wall down the middle to separate one bay from the other, which will be a bedroom and a living room. Living room will have a little kitchen at the back. Out the back of the building will be an outdoor kitchen, and that's just somewhere to stay when we come up here in the summer, and that just somewhere to get our head down, and we're on site then, living on site, just waking up and having more ideas. And then that double bay building, when we do build our house, that will become the garage. We'll just take out the French windows at the front of the 2 bays, and that'll be a 2 bay garage basically. So, thinking on my feet, aren't I? So, after all the fun of looking around and having a look at what we had to backfill, we hit the motorbikes, as you can see, and we headed on up the mountain to where our rubber trees or our rubber plantation is. At the moment, we've got a small plantation with rubber trees on that are 4 or 5 years old, about 200 trees there, with a small mountain hut, if you like. That's about 2 rye of land, and if you saw the last trip up that we had, we bought the adjoining piece of land, which is 2 hectares, and we've got about 800 seedlings on there that are maybe 1 metre tall now, and we've got another 200-300 similar sized trees that were already planted when we bought the land. So we're heading up the hill to go and see them. Lots of fun on the way on the motorbikes, going across river crossings, tricky little bamboo bridges. Not quite sure whether they were fabricated to carry 116 kilo plus a Honda Wave. Let's check the weights on it. Yeah, we made it. Hills became a little bit tricky though. Should have been in first gear there instead of second. Yeah, wife's giving me a bit of earache there. But it's good fun. It's a beautiful ride, a beautiful track that goes all the way up the mountain through so many different plantations. You can see all of this is rubber. This is quite mature rubber. I'd say this was, I don't know, could be anything up to 15 years old. Still harvesting latex off it. But just to drive up there, just the experience is fantastic. And the difference in temperature when you're driving through the rubber plantations, because the top canopy is just knits itself together and keeps the sunlight out. There's that muddy patch that stopped us on our first visit way back a year and a half ago. But on the motorbikes that's passable, easy enough. Not sure what it'd be like in the wet season. But again, just some wonderful views. People living out in the jungle basically, growing rubber jungles. And it's a way of living. It's a very, very peaceful way of life. No internet, no phone signal, just peace and quiet.
Mà nó luôn. Snap. Right? This is our house. They park here. Huh? You want to talk?
Just as beautiful as I remember it. My hands are a
Sunshine.
bit tingly.
Ready?
Where are you going?
Go collect the rubber.
You're going working?
Working in the farm.
Don't come back until you've got enough for a case of beer, okay?
Ow.
You've done it wrong already. Huh?
Cứ ra chị hay phải kẹp vô nắn nè.
Get over there and do some real work. Go on, your boss is shouting you. Wow, it stinks, this stuff. Natural rubber, the best way to describe the smell is like an organic Binny's day in the middle of August. It's honking. Somebody asked me after we did the camping video up here, maybe next time I can show how the rubber is tapped. Well, the fambo are up here today, Keck and her sister and the nephew, and obviously me supervising things, making sure it's all safe and the beer's cold. So basically, that's a rubber tree. Here are the scars. So about once a week, depending on the age of the tree, you cut one of these half circumference. It's called tapping. You're tapping into it. So from here, you just cut that skin fresh. It's like a little scalpel knife, and it's this part here, this top edge, that you scrape away. So here's young Jason, my nephew, and he's doing the cut. He's cutting the fresh. Whoop. And that's it. You can see straight away the sap coming down. There it is. That is my pension dripping into that bowl. That's Northern Laos beer money. Beautiful thing.
Sorry
And
to interrupt.
into here. Ah, the workers are here. Ah, I'm trying to do a job here. And then that goes into that collection pot. And that is fresh latex. And the wonderful one is labouring today. So, that's how you kind of harvest it. You do the cutting or the tapping. And again, those scars, I think my brother-in-law, God rest his soul, he's gone now, he said it was about 15 centimetres per year. That's the width of the scar. And it goes down, I don't know, more than a metre. I've seen more than a metre on some of them. And then they go around the other side of the tree. And the tree kind of heals itself. You can see one here that's been tapped for a long time. So the tapping started up here, and over time it's come all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. That's almost ground level. And it's still giving latex. The other side, has it been tapped? No, but it's got a large amount of termites in there. Just under our little rubber man's hut. This is came with part of the land purchase. It's called a rubber man's hut. There's plenty of them. There's our neighbour's one over there, and it does what it says on the tin. When people come up to collect rubber, they might stay over for a night or two, and it's just like a bit of a mountain cabin where you can stay. You can lock your tools up. You need the old whippersnippers and things like that to clear between the young trees. We've got some young trees up behind. There's our land again. If you didn't see buying land in Luang Namtha, buying land in Luang Namtha part 2, which I will link, we've got 200 trees all the way up to the top there. Only a small space, a couple of rye, and then we've got the land on this side of the path going down. And since we came last Christmas, so it's had a wet season since I was last here, but these are lime trees and these have gone huge. Everything's grown in its own way. Looks a little bit different, and it's only, say, Christmas, 11 months since we were last up here. Look at the thorns on these things. That's kaffir lime. Smells beautiful. Wow. Could do with a gin and tonic smelling that now. And then our land comes down along this side. You can see that drop off there. So that's our land. There's our shiny shit house there, and it comes along down as far as the creek down here, which Christmas was fairly low, but it looks to have a nice steady flow in it now. Make our way down there. It's a lot easier than it was. It was a bit slutchy last year. Oh, here it is. A little bit of sludge down the bottom. The motorbikes going in and out. The motorbikes just go straight through the stream. No need for a bridge down here. So they kind of carry water just up either side. And this is our little creek. Well, what a beautiful little spot to enjoy an icy beer Lao. Down in the creek, looking up the rubber mountain where the workers are shouting at me for slacking off a bit, but a man's got to do what a man's got to do. This is our little veranda up on Rubberman's hut. There's a silver shit house down there in all its glory. And I'm just making sure everything's going to plan for the day. Making sure that we didn't leave anything down at the bottom of the hill, like cold beers. And I'm just keeping my eye on the sun. And once it gets to a certain point in the sky, that's when I hail all the workers back down from the rubber plantation. And they cook me my lunch. Well, the workers have finished. Half day Saturday. Oh, they're slacking off. I suppose they won't pay for a full day. But we have a bit of lunch. What have we got there? County owl.
Rau nhiều.
The river weed thing.
River weed.
Yeah.
Grilled
Some nice
duck.
vegetables. Grilled duck. More river weed. Sausages. We got this morning's donuts. And fried potato. Fried sweet potato and fried bananas.
This is,
For dessert. And this one is the spiky plant, is it?
yeah.
There's a spiky plant that they sell in the market. It kind of looks like Fred Flintstone's club.
We have here in the...
Oh, we've got it on our land, have we?
Yeah.
And as you can see, that's our view from the veranda while we have our lunch. We don't want to have too many more beers because we've got to get back down that hill again on the motorbikes.
Rơm ở đấy. Go ahead.
Jump on, lady. Big breaks in the window. It's not just because it's been fucking raining. They're I'm only a mechanic, aren't I?